All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the shop. Now that we've got everything all apart, we can start cleaning things up, get some paint on some stuff, and maybe even start putting some of the stuff back together after it dries. Man, this is gonna be absolutely fantastic. So we're gonna start making things look like new, and I'm excited. So let's get into it. All right, we've got everything apart. So the struts are out. All the brake stuff has been disassembled. The springs are out. So I wasn't filming when I took the passenger side apart, but I did have a slight mishap when the shock came down and caught me in the pant leg. So again, this is why you take the precautions with your floor jack and the other stuff. I kind of wish that was on tape, on video, so I could have caught that, because like I said, this, that's close to the guys, ain't trying to take damage to the boys in that department, working on cars and stuff. So just inspecting some of the parts. So it's really cool. The rubber and everything is still in really, really good condition. So I do have some extra shocks and stuff on my shelf, which I'll be using those. So these are in absolutely fantastic condition. The other side's in really good condition. So as far as the shock tubes themselves goes, these are just dust covers. What we're gonna do is just kind of spritz them up a little bit. We'll clean them up with some, maybe some 400 grit or something like that, or a Scotch-Brite. We'll just clean them up, shoot them with a coat of satin black, and that'll be that. So, just make them look good. The bumper rubbers on here on the inside have bumper rubbers, but those are good. That's just a little, it's still very pliable. Everything on these does look pretty good. So we got to clean the sleeves up a little bit. I got some rust on them there. The other side, bump stopper, that's in pretty good shape. So the springs are still good. These are 1.5-inch drop springs. So we'll probably end up cleaning these guys up. We'll paint them. I've decided we're going to paint them black to match the other stuff. Got our sway bar bushings out, which surprisingly weren't in very bad shape at all. So we'll clean up our sway bar, repaint everything. So that's what we're going to be focused on next. So we'll clean up everything out of our A-arms. And, we can get everything that we just painted all nice and dusty now. It's so weird with the reflection on here. It looks like that's not painted, but it is painted. Because if you look at it this way, see? No paint, paint. No paint, paint. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I'm going to also clean up the spindles and everything also. And, one of the things that you notice on my car, I don't have caster camber plates. And, I know most of the time when you drop them, or a bump steer kit. Because I got really lucky when I did the lowering on this car that I don't deal with bump steer. I had no problems with the alignment, so I saved myself the extra money on that one. So good as gold. You can't argue with it. Hey, it worked from the factory, so why not? But again, we'll be cleaning all this stuff up. So all right, that was a fun one. So I got all the control arms all cleaned up. All the tie rod ends, the spindles. So thing is looking squeaky. Nah, it's looking pretty good. So we got everything pretty much cleaned up, ready for paint. So definitely looks a lot better than it did. So very happy with how that all turned out. So we'll get some color on this. So I'll be doing that shortly. I just aired everything out in here. See, this is what happens when you get brake cleaner sprinkles on fresh paint. So we'll be slamming some more paint on there, unfortunately. So yeah, then the other elephant in the room that you guys may have noticed. So yeah, this is some complete hackery fuckery going on right here. So with these compression fittings and this elbow and on my fuel line, which I'm not leaving that, by the way. So you may have caught this in another couple of videos, but I decided today I was going to address it. So what I'm probably going to do is just remove this, flare it out, use fuel injection hose to, you know, run to the fuel rails and everything. So, you know, that's if I don't run an air motive pump and run my own lines and everything else. We'll see. We'll kind of just see what happens, you know, once I get this apart and see how bad it is. And, you know, once I'm under, I know the rest of the lines aren't so bad, but, you know, this, come on, dude. 2 compression fittings? I mean, come on. You could have just flared it and, so, yeah. But either way, we'll be getting some paint on this stuff, a little color on there, make things look, you know, better. Like I said, we're not going for perfection, but we do want it to look better. So again, just letting the shop warm up, let the metal warm back up. I'm gonna wipe everything down, and then you know, we'll get the painting. Well, I also got our springs all nice and cleaned up, as good as they're gonna be. So got, I think I should put a counter in this video on how many times I've said the word so, because it seems that it happens an awful lot. So again, maybe I'll put a counter on there, and if somebody can guess the you know, the number of times I say it, maybe you know, maybe you win a prize. Well, here's our sway bar. I got this hanging up. I use coat hanger to hang it from my rafters, so it's pretty good and solid. But this took a lot of not really, just wire wheel and some mineral spirits, and then wipe down with some acetone to get everything nice and clean. We're looking good. Back up. I don't know, you can see how dirty this stuff is on the garage. Yeah, we are gonna get painting. I got my floor jacks set up so that once I finish the arms and the back sides, I could jack it up a little bit and rock and roll with the fronts. Cool, huh? We're gonna get rolling, painting.
All right, guys, let's see how much overspray we can get on all our stuff. Time to rebuild and make the magic happen. Oh yeah. Hooray, Bommy, yeah. Light coats this time. Light coats. Just some nice light coats on all of our stuff here. Sorry, try not to be in your way. Okay. Yeah. We'll let that flash. see if we can fix this spot up in here, huh? These might be a little tougher, so we're gonna see what we can do with these, huh? Not a really good way to spin these around, I see. Alright, maybe I didn't think this one completely through. Well, okay. Yeah, there's that. Please don't kill me. There's a sway bar above my head. Oh boy. I should have hung these up. That probably would have been a smarter idea. Well, can't do none about it now, huh? Oh, well. Guess it is what it is, huh? Alright, let's kill the heater. Alright, let's see how much overspray we can really get on all of this stuff here. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah. So many very confined spaces. Okay. Not too bad. This shit's probably gonna want to fucking run wherever it can. Alright, we're going to let this dry. I'm going to continue on with putting the rest of the coats on, and I'll check back with you once everything's all set.
Alright, we got our caliper brackets here that are all ready to be painted. So these cleaned up real nice here. The only thing I noticed when I was cleaning this stuff up is these are actually two different brackets. I'm not really sure what happened there. I don't remember, man. It was a long time ago when I redid the I did the conversion on there with the SN95 conversion. So I think when I block calipers, because I'd originally gotten some from the junkyard that, well, sadly they didn't work out. They were fuckered. But either way, yeah, I remember I'm pretty sure I got these things pretty cheap from probably AutoZone or O'Reilly, one of the two there. But these are all ready for paint. All right, guys, so we got about 3 to 4 coats on our control arms, our spindles, the backing plates. This looks awesome. I'll tell you what, I'm really impressed with how flat this stuff can lay out, man. I mean, that just looks absolutely fantastic. And now that I know what sheen it's going to die down to, we got our tie rod ends all painted. So, very happy with that, man. I mean, this stuff is pretty awesome. Check out the sway bar. Yeah, I'll probably never ever look that good again. Man. So, that's got 4 coats on it. Springs. Hey, decent. Still gonna have to flip them over, which I probably should have just hung them, which would have been the smarter thing to do, but you know, like I said before, I went to public school. Yeah, here's our passenger side. So again, I am very happy with how this looks. I mean, this is gonna dry so awesome. Can't wait till we can start putting all this stuff back together. I mean, look at that, man. It's almost like glass. Isn't that what I do? So, yep. All right, what's the count of the word so? How many do we got now? And I also reshot that, which you can still see. If you catch the light just right, you can see it, but it's gonna be an inner fender well anyway. I like it. I like it a lot. Have some more cleanup to do in here, I guess. Won't be doing that while all this stuff is drying, because I don't want to get any dirt and crud there. Man, that really looks out good. I also did my little shock tower boot covers, so we'll see how these turn out. So this is the stuff that I used to use from Walmart. It's called Rust Control spray enamel. They don't make it anymore. This stuff was only like $4 a can, I think, at the time. And I tell you what, this is by far one of the best secret weapons I had ever used, because this stuff basically will stick to anything with barely minimum to no prep. It is unbelievable. You hit the hit your stuff with some red Scotch-Brite. Initially, I had done all the trim and everything on this car, which you can see is obviously sun faded. All right, it doesn't have UV protection, which most spray paint don't. But for this thing sitting outside for a couple of years, I mean, it's not bad. And the engine bay was black before, which I was covered in this. So if you guys see this at your local Walmart, pick it up. It is definitely worth every penny. Like I said, secret weapon. I couldn't believe the satin sheen of it. As I was saying, I couldn't believe the satin sheen of it, and the coverage is really well. It sprays really easy. You know, a couple of light coats, and then you can really just lay it on thick. So that's where we're at right now. Well, we'll check out how this stuff dries, and we'll get back to you in a bit. Like I was saying, any spray paint don't like the cold, but we got our springs flipped over. So these have probably, I don't know, 5-6 coats now, because when you flip them, you get the insides, outsides, this side, upside, downside, inside, every other side that, you know, you can possibly think of. So there's another one. Another thing I was working on too is I stripped down my calipers. I gotta go get some Dremel pieces, because there's still just a little bit of red and I can't get in some crevices. So I'm gonna do that, but most of the other stuff I was able to get really, really clean. I got all of the crud out of the logos. This one I still gotta do a little bit. You can still see a little red in that one, but that's all right. We'll get that taken care of. Hey again, guys. So, there's another one added to the ticker count. I think it's a little bit after 4 a.m. I called it quits probably around 3. I think it was around there. I wanted to head in, take a shower, but I didn't want to. I stuck out here for a while. I didn't film much. I just wanted to get some things done, jam out to some good tunes. I was definitely having a fantastic time by myself here in the garage. So, got a couple of things finished up. Puffing on a stogie, a La Flor Dominicana Double Ajero, for those of you guys who are into cigars. Very good here. So, my little shock tower dealies. Well, as you can kind of see, we got runs, we got other stuff. So, all the prep work I did on that was for naught, unfortunately. So, I'm going to have to end up redoing these. The top rubber came out good, but the plastic, not so much. I'm pretty sure my issue was these were not warm enough when I sprayed them, because I had the garage door open while I was airing stuff out after I was painting, and that's the only downfall of my secret weapon paint. It does not like the cold. Any spray paint, well, shit, any spray paint doesn't like the cold. But, so, put another one on there. I gotta quit saying that, man. That's getting annoying. That's starting to annoy me and shit. I was working on the caliper brackets also, but I'm going to use the angle grinder on those instead. And being that it was 1 o'clock in the morning when I was working on here, I don't think my neighbors would enjoy that, even though my, garage is closed and everything. And, well, I was cranking tunes, but it wasn't really that loud. I don't know. But either way, it's 4 in the morning on Christmas Eve. So, Merry Christmas Eve, everybody. Isn't it wonderful? Ugh. Gonna have a seat. Ugh. Man. Want to put my feet up, enjoy a stogie. And then my ass is going to sleep. Oh. Did I talk about that? No, I did show this. Let me show you guys some of the other stuff. Man, I shouldn't have said that. All right, guys. Yep. There's some more of the goodies right there. So I finally got my caliper brackets all cleaned up and painted. They came out pretty awesome. Excuse the angle. They're hanging up here by my heater, getting all nice and dry. But here's what I'm most happy with. Oh yeah, here we go right there. My calipers have turned out absolutely gorgeous. I couldn't be happier with how my calipers came out. So excuse my mess. I've been extremely busy, but yeah, I didn't film any of the stripping of the paint because that took hours, but you can see my vise and where I was working and everything else. So yeah, we'll be busting out the vacuum cleaner, getting that all cleaned up. But again, these calipers, I think they came out the best out of everything, man. This was done with the VHT aluminum caliper paint. So this stuff looks just absolutely fantastic. I mean, it's just, I couldn't be happier with how that came out. Okay, everything is nice and dry. Look at this. I am just extremely pleased with how my control arms turned out. I guess, like they said, it's all in the prep work. My spindles, I mean, this shit looks like it's powder coated. It came out unbelievable. And I just hit these with my knot style wire wheel on a 4.5-inch angle grinder. Cleaned everything up. I mean, man, that just, dude. Like I said before, man, it looks like glass. It just came out really, really, really well. I am very happy. That is fantastic. This is going to be a lot of fun editing all this together, that's for sure, with the constant back and forth. I wish iPhones had a thing on them where you could switch from selfie mode and, you know, front mode while you're recording, because that would be cool. I mean, that would make sense. iPhone, Apple, that's a thing for your next update, whatever, wherever the hell that damn camera thing is. Is it here? Okay, it's right there. There's where the camera is. So I'm actually pretty impressed with this. All the videos that I've done so far have been from my iPhone. Pretty wild. I do have better camera equipment, so oh god. Still working on, I've actually been editing everything through iMovie. Great little starter software thing to kind of get you going, get your feet wet, get your foot in the door, I guess, you know. It's when you can upgrade, which I'll be doing soon. Setting up my new laptop and all that fun shit there. Mm-hmm. It's been a good, productive day. I think tomorrow, say tomorrow, but it's already tomorrow. When I wake up and wrap presents, yeah, I still haven't wrapped presents yet, so I still gotta do that. Luckily, I got my shopping done though. You know, I didn't wait till today to do it, like most of us did. But you know, hey guys, I know when you see this, it'll be like a week later, but you know, you better get your shopping done today. It was a madhouse earlier when I was out and about running around town and stuff like that. But I do gotta go out tomorrow. Like I said, I gotta go get some of them little itty bitty wire wheels that, you know, can go in Dremels and things like that, so I can get in some of the cracks and crevices on the calipers and get those all cleaned up. And but like I was saying, I think tomorrow I want to get further in the work bay. I'll take some mineral spirits and clean up the power steering rack. You know, get all the crud and grease off of there. Maybe we'll shoot some paint on that too. You know, everything will look so nice and no one's ever going to see it. But at least I know it's clean and it will look good. Oh, good. The heat just kicked off. I had it turned off for a while after I finished up painting. Went and took a shower. And I was like, I'm going to come out here. I'm going to chill for a while. I'm going to have a cigar. Just cause. So I will... Stop saying that. It's kind of funny though. So I think that's going to finish it for this video. Again, as I always say, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell notifications too. This way you know every time I got a video that comes out. I might get 1 or 2 extra ones in during the week. I want to do at least 1 a week, but if I can get more in, I'm going to go ahead and do that. So in the meantime, you guys have fun, get out in your garage, get to work on your stuff. Talk to you later.